Game day starts now.
And hi, everybody, and welcome to Penguin Game Day on this final Wednesday in October as the Penguins come off a good win over Illinois State, get set for Missouri State as this two-game home stretch continues. We're happy to be joined by Doug Phillips, the head coach of the Penguins. And, Coach, an exciting game came down to the final play as your last two, well, not last two games have come down. Yeah, your last two games have come down to the final play, and this one went your way.
Missouri Valley Football Conference games, and you never know how games are going to start. Didn't expect a 28-28 first half, and our kids adjusted, came out after halftime, and started to figure some things out. But you get in a game, proud of how our kids reacted. They stayed together. Still we got to make a lot of improvements, and win or lose, you got to take from that film, and you got to get better for this coming week.
They tied the game late at 28 right before halftime. A lot of thought probably how are you guys going to respond? Did they have the momentum? But you guys came out, I think stuffed them 3 and out and got the ball back.
We did, but let's go back to that. When it's 28-21. We get the ball back with 2 minutes to go. We got to get first downs. That's when we talk complimentary football, Dana, that's complimentary football. We need to get a first down there. We need to not put our defense back on the field, knowing it's 28-21. Run the clock out. Maybe we get 3 points. If we get a few first downs, move it to, 2-minute situation. And now we go into halftime knowing we get the ball to come out. Instead, we're punting the football. They score. Now it's a tie game coming out at
Changes everything.
It changes everything.
Let's take a look at those highlights from Saturday. Again, it was a shootout in the first half. As Coach mentioned, it was 28-28 at halftime. And, you guys come out firing. They come out firing. And certainly it was an enjoyment for the fans. They're here. Mitch connects, with the long pass here. Yeah. It's 7-7 at this point, and CJ's wide open.
Yeah, he's wide open. But I think part of that, how that started was we came out and established a running game early, on that first drive.
Sure.
And so when you're establishing the running game, how do they adjust? They're putting more guys in the box. When they put more guys in the box, guess what? It leaves more guys open downfield. And, we were able to score because of that.
And Joey gets another touchdown. Should have had 2, as you mentioned earlier, but 1 just off his fingertips.
Yeah, in a year, guess what? He's going to make those plays. He's still learning. But he'll make those plays in the future.
Coach, final drive, you get the ball back, you kind of get it down there, and Andrew connects on the 37-yarder, and no doubter here. You had to feel good that you were able to get in position. You mentioned, you wanted to get close to the 20, and everything worked out for you.
The week before, we had the same opportunity. We're at the 40-yard line with 2 minutes to go in the game, and we punted the ball because we went backwards. So to be able to see us get the ball with over 4 minutes to go, get first downs, get in a position to get to the 20-yard line and do the walk-off kick field goal. That's what you work on.
The 4-minute drill, did it go as you expected it to go after you watched the tape?
I mean, you get that 4th and 1, and at the time, you always sit there and say, gosh, 4th and 1, should we have kicked it there? But, in our stadium, we have a pretty good idea of the winds and the swirling winds, and we really wanted to get the ball inside the 25. If we didn't have as many timeouts that we had at that point, we may have kicked it there at 4th and 1, but we had some timeouts, and we put it on our offensive line to get us that first down.
And they had some timeouts, but they could only call 1 now with the new rules in college football.
Yeah, and when you get into that 4-minute situation, they have 3 timeouts, that's on your mind too. And they used none of those timeouts in that whole drive. And, luckily for us, they can only call 1 timeout in that situation to try to ice our kicker. But as you see, Andrew did a terrific job.
And speaking of Andrew, he'll be coming up next when Penguin Game Day continues.